It's Jessica again, or Sight. That's Lola snoring. I don't know if you can hear that, but if you hear a constant farting whoopee cushion sound, that's Lola, my bulldog. This video is I'm doing Jojo Dojo's Nicki Minaj BJD tag. I had a little cheat sheet here, and I really like it. I don't really listen to her music so much, but I really like the tag. I liked watching the videos that people made and their responses, and it just seemed really fun. But first, here is Kian. She is my doll Pam Arubi, and she just came back from her Face Up and Blushing with Denali Wind. She turned out very beautiful. She's a really small little doll, and it's just, she's so intricate. Oh, dolly butt. And then her sleeping head too. It's just so detailed, and that's so cute. But she's a Karen and a Buddhist scholar. She has some glasses, which I won't put on because I'm very careful when I put them on because I don't want to scratch her face up. That's Kian. Okay. So back to the questions on the tag. The first one is, I have it over here. Your love. Who is your biggest dolly crush? It can be from your crew or someone else's. I think that's probably my biggest crush at this point is probably Scarlett. I really like Scarlett a lot. I mean, I'm really into Trinity just because she's my newest doll, and I'm always excited by my newest doll. But I repeatedly come back to Scarlett. I really like Scarlett's look. Scarlett gets all the neatest and coolest things. Let me grab her. She's just a really beautiful doll, and I love her look, and I love her boots. She's doing the little cat knee thing. They love to go all over the place with these minifee boots for her. I love her personality. She really was one of those characters that just really came alive in a very she's just very inspiring. It's just flooding in just all kinds of stuff about her all the time that I get from her. So I really have a crush on this doll. I just think I really love her. Second question. Check it out. What doll do you take the most pictures of, and why? Well, I think Maria probably got a lot of pictures taken of her because she was my first face-up that I completed start to finish. So I was really proud of her and took lots of pictures of her. Oh, my cheat sheet can come back. So I won't, maybe I could take the camera over there. Oh yes, I'm using my phone so that I could move it around and like show dolls. But there's Maria. My little doll station here. And there's Lola under there snoring away. But Maria shows up in a lot of pictures. Let's see. We're in 4 minutes. All right. Moving right along. Roman's Revenge. Who's the biggest hothead in your crew? Oh, that's a good question. It would be probably Cerninos. He is probably the biggest hothead. And that can be pretty literal. When he's angry or upset, he makes storms, he makes lightning, he makes volcanoes erupt. So he's a god. So when he gets mad, bad things can happen. I will say that a lot of the things that he does tend to be for dramatic effect. He doesn't necessarily hurt anyone. which is a distinction, I think. Probably my biggest hothead that is malicious and will do malicious things is probably Lear. But he's I guess not so much of a hothead, but if he gets angry or doesn't like you, he's going to plot. So that's not so much a hothead, I guess. Let's see. We'll move on so I don't run out of time. Super bass. Which one of your dolls would listen to music loudly? That would probably be, and she isn't here right now, but that would probably be Mila if it was going to be anyone, just because she is young. She will be young for a long, long time. She's Faye, and they have a very, very long childhood, teenagehood, and that. So she's very young and will stay that way for a long time. And she would probably, if she had a radio or a stereo, she would probably play that very loud. She doesn't have that. There's probably some instances where she will visit modern day time and have that opportunity, and she probably would crank it up and really enjoy it. Okay, next question. Starships. Do any of your dolls smoke or do any drugs in your story? Well, that's, I haven't really considered that any of my dolls really do, or any of my characters do drugs really recreationally. I think that Herla, who is going to be coming soon, she is going to be a twiggling ingenue. I probably said that totally wrong. Herla is basically she's a hedge witch. She's a fae, but a lot of her medicines, she was separated from fairy for a very long time. Didn't remember a lot of her previous training, so she was out there trying to find medicines. So there was probably lots of times where she would end up accidentally getting pretty high. A lot of times just getting really, really sick. But that's how a hedge witch or an herbalist would find out how things worked, is they tried it out on themselves. So it's not like she was doing it recreationally, but I thought that's interesting. Okay, we'll move on. Bees in the trap. This question is about doll wigs. What is your favorite and least favorite wig that you have on your dolls? Okay. My favorite wigs that I like are Monique Gold synthetic mohair wigs. So far, I've just really had the best luck with them being really good quality, being able to do more stuff with them, easier to repair, and just more enjoyable. And I really like all the different colors and sizes that they come from, and very accessible. I do like some of the wigs that come from the doll companies, but they're just so much harder to get a hold of, and then you get it and it doesn't work. So wigs are very, very frustrating. But probably my most favorite wig is, again, Scarlett's, this wig was supposed to be Keon's, but once again, something that it got stolen. Scarlett steals everything, and I love this wig. It actually needs to be brushed a little bit, but I love the curls and the color. Yeah, I said it needs a little TLC right now, but it's so pretty. I really like that one. That's my favorite wig right now. Okay, next question. Okay, here we go. Pills and potions. Do you have any dolls that majorly associate with magic, like being a witch, mage, or magic creature? Oh, well, I guess the better question in my case would be, who doesn't? Who doesn't have magic? And I don't think I really have any doll characters at this point that aren't associated with magic in some way. Some are more powerful than others. Some use magic more than others, but they're all magical creatures. They're all fae or fairies. I have a human ghost. Maybe the cat. Maybe the cat, but the cat, I mean, just by being a cat, she's already magical. So I think that everyone has some magic. Okay. Oh gosh, we're at 10 minutes. Gotta hurry. Win again. What is the best dolly purchase you have ever done? It can be any type of purchase related to dollies. Oh, well, Trinity was wonderful. I traded my Minifee for Trinity, and that was great. I wanted to sell the Minifee. I'd had her for a year, just couldn't bond. She had no name, didn't really have a character, and she was a pretty doll. But I traded her for Trinity, and so happy with that. That was just perfect. And then once again, Scarlet with these boots. I love these boots. These are Minifee boots from Fairyland. Scarlet got them because they are probably the best pair of doll shoes that I own, and I love them. So, okay, last question. I'll try to hurry. Whoop. All things go. What was your saddest dolly departure? Well, I've only sold one doll or traded away my Minifee, and I don't really feel sad about